Okay, you asked for it. I twisted the man's arm and threatened him with the risk of losing his life, but to tell us the adopted auntie story. One of my favorites.
So my adopted auntie is Anishinaabe or Ojibwe, which is my wife's people, and she's adopted me into their family. Even though I have my own nation, but that's just the relationship that we have. Um, I invited her. She is a elder, and she's a water walker. Her mentor, or where she learned this from, was Elder Josephine of the Ojibwe. Um, and I got a request from the Algonquins here to help them with the language. And I kind of pretty much told them I don't specialize in Algonquin, but I have someone that could possibly help them. In which, so I called my adopted auntie, and she said sure. She would love to come here. And we happen to be doing a water walk in which hopefully my wife will be able to tell you a lot about that in maybe another interview. But as tradition goes, between canoe journeys and water walks, we've been doing these things for thousands of years. Thousands of years. And they do these water walks, and they walk these rivers, and from the headwaters to the mouth of these rivers. They walk the Mississippi, the Potomac, the James River. We walked quite a few of these rivers, and of course, Sharon Day, Auntie, she's walked. I don't even know how many at this point, but she came here to walk the James River with us, in which we did. And something became very profound to her. She's walked all over the U.S., these rivers. But here, something was very different. Something that she had not experienced at any river walk that she had ever done. And she couldn't quite put her finger on it. And after giving her the history and taking her back to my ancestral land, in which my people still live on the land pre-contact, not deeded to this country, she found she did not understand, for a lot of Native history, this what culminated, made this in a sense ground zero. Everyone's heard about Jamestown, and they don't realize that they were in Surrey County, the south side, far before they were ever in Jamestown. It took them a long time to get over there. But this epiphany came to her, understanding this land, having never been here before. It spoke to her like no other land had spoke to her. The Anishinaabe, or Ojibwe, they come from here. They migrated. It's part of their migration story that they went to the Great Lakes and got into battle with the Iroquois, our own people, the Algonquin there. And but she realized what she felt here was her home. And no one had ever told her this story. And when she went back and did the research, and the Anishinaabe or Algonquins, or I don't claim to know their history, but that's their people. When she did the research and really took a close look at it, she realized that they actually originate from all of these areas.
The land recognized her.
The land recognized her, and it was just an epiphany for her to understand that. So that's the adopted auntie story. That was a very great experience, and it was very touching for her. Out of all the work that she had ever done, this was very different.
I have tracked the Mohawk Indians starting in about El Cajon, California, and there's a Mohawk Mountain and a Mohawk Valley that runs out of Mexico into Southern California. My sister is driving across Route 10 in the desert, and all of a sudden, just like you said, something came over her, and she had to stop and just stand there for hours. And her husband, being very military, is going, what is it? And she says, I can't explain it. Something, the land is like drawing me to just sit down and take it in and whatever. And when she got back, our holy people said, oh, the land recognized you. And they pulled out maps and pointed to this Mohawk Valley where we came from probably 1,500 years ago. But like you were talking about, the Mohawks were such warriors and pain in the butts, nobody wanted them. And I've tracked them diagonally across the U.S. all the way to the Adirondack Mountains, where the Iroquois took them in to be their protector of the eastern gates from the Micmacs and the Indians of the East, Passamaquoddies and whatever. But the land, when you said that, I said exactly, yes, my sister, the land recognized her. It's overwhelming.
Definitely. This is our mother. She speaks to us, and she reveals these things to
And
her
welcomes
people.
you home.
Welcomed her home. So that was a great thing for her. So she will never be the same again. And we will never be the same for having her here.
You're going to have me blubbering here in a minute. Thank you very much for the Auntie story.